on 2.2 location characteristics. This time we're looking at the fourth characteristic, infrastructure. And when you see Alan or his mates, then click for help. So the key learning points, the steps on this lesson. Number 1, to know what infrastructure means. Number 2, to know how this influences retailers. Number 3, to be able to explain the link between the retailer purpose and what infrastructure a retailer needs. The key vocabulary we've got pedestrianisation, that's where a road has been paved over just for pedestrians, for customers. Infrastructure, because that's the word we're going to focus on for this lesson, and utilities, which we'll come to in a second. You'll know you've completed the lesson when you can state what infrastructure means, that you can describe what is included in the term infrastructure, and you can explain how infrastructure influences a retailer's location and their purpose. The retail careers at the bottom, we've got market trader, a marketing director and a medical sales representative. There are 2 tasks for this lesson. You've got task 1, which is the key terms definitions, knowing what infrastructure is and what it's worth for a retailer, and then task 2, a retail park versus a high street, so obviously we're looking at a comparison. Utilities. Retail businesses need good sources of energy and water, efficient drainage and waste disposal, and good transportation. Generally, in a developed country such as the UK, energy, water and waste services are very good and can be supplied to most parts of the country. All of these are grouped together and called utilities. Good transport facilities are important to retail business for numerous reasons. It is important that goods can be delivered to customers over long distances, and also vital to allow easy access to the store both for customers and employees. This is often an issue in older town centres that were not designed with modern transport needs in mind. The pedestrianisation of town centres has improved areas for customers but has made making deliveries more difficult. Task 1, you've got 2 questions to answer. What is meant by infrastructure? In the opening line, we've got 5 key areas that we're talking about infrastructure, and 4 of them are part of utilities. So that gives you an idea of the answer for part 1. Remember, the last part we want to talk about it in terms of and something for the actual business as well as for customers. So without giving the answer to 2 away too much, why is infrastructure important for retailers? So this is where you've got to think of not just, say, the customers. Why do the customers want it? Why does the business actually need it as well? And who's in the business that would need it too? Facilities. Out-of-town shopping facilities have been developed close to roads to the benefit of both suppliers and customers, with their own transport or within easy access of public transport. Some retailers have moved away from town centres and cities to less urban locations near to motorways to avoid traffic congestion. Good communications and postal services can also be important, and in the digital age where many retail businesses communicate via the internet and through handheld devices, internet coverage, Wi-Fi, can be essential. Task 2. First of all, you need to find some pickies. Take a screenshot of the local retail park, the one with the extra large supermarket. See if we can work that one out. And as a comparison, take a second screenshot of the local Wellington High Street. Just put the small thumbnail pictures in the 2 boxes there on the right. Hopefully you've got an aerial view of each of them. If you haven't, go back and have another go, because the aerial view is going to show you what it's like between the 2 for deliveries and transport for customers, things like bus stops. And if you've got all these digitally, then whilst the work is the thumbnails on the lesson are going to be small, you can zoom into them and describe the difference between the 2 and in terms of deliveries and transport for customers and for staff in the box below, on which we're going to look at as an exam level response. Well done, you've completed both tasks for the infrastructure lesson.